Call to order the November 15th meeting of the Government Association. Michaela Evans, Dave Levins, Levi Ekstrom, Ari Bennett, Caitlin Egan, Nicholas Smith, Timothy Allen, Isabella Casale, Haley Kane, Maggie Roberts,
Here.
Crystal Mills,
Here.
Constantine, here. Christopher Lannon,
Here.
Eric Harding,
Here.
Alana Downs,
Here.
Ethan Haynes, Lois Black, Alexandria Valiant, Daniel Lyons, Lucas Appel, Nick Palumbo, Sarah Herron,
Here.
Jack Wyndham, Joseph Pania.
Okay. Are there any corrections to the November 8th minutes? Being none, the minutes are approved. Now, your present report, Logan Forensic.
Hi, everybody. Aaron will be here today, so I'm taking over for the next meeting. So our guest speakers tonight are Bill Hynes and Courtney Blajda from the Institutional Advancement Office to discuss Give Up Group, student philanthropy, and engagement. So welcome to the podium. Over there.
Well, I just want to first off say thank you so much for having us. It's really great to be able to kind of talk to this group about a little bit about what institutional advancement does. I think some of you folks know Ryan Mearsman, so how institutional advancement works. One part of us is alumni and alumni engagement, and the second part of us is fundraising and really just kind of outreaching to our alumni and donors in the community about how they best can support the university. So what we do with those funds that we raise is typically they go to student scholarships, they go to other student needs here on campus. We have a variety of different programs that we use. So if you've heard of Common Goods or if you've heard of the Interface Center, all these things along those lines are supported by donors from the community that we go out and solicit through the Institutional Advancement Office. So one of the things that we wanted to talk to you today that Courtney will speak a little bit further to is just what we're doing in regards to Give a Hoop and some other initiatives to get more folks involved in what we're trying to do. So I'll gladly take some questions maybe when we're done. If anybody has any, I'll go more in depth on what we do, but I'm going to pass it over to Courtney. Turn around.
Try to turn it on. I know it's full. I don't know if we're going to get it turned on. Yeah.
really again, and then just move on to the ceremony. And one of the big pushes for the senior executive and hospital very much will be giving given for the citizens. That's happening this year from Wednesday, March 22nd to Thursday, March 23rd. And last year we raised over $79,000 from 411 students. Let me see if
Courtney, you're muted.
let's see if I can. Thank you. Okay. So this is it now. Right, so this is very much what this is, and it's this is how to this that we use is this time. I'm going to say so we don't need more dollars or $49,000. And focus on paying needs like life, support athletic teams, that scholarships, national side. We had a few challenges, and some of them were from the building community, the foundation board, the alumni association, a few family members, Blajda, and Todd, who was for some components. And then programs for people who feel the community, and then just a really wonderful third and exciting event that we put together and all the different that people who switch to some classes and people to so this is kind of the and we're hoping to have some sort of platform for the senior kids campaign to help it during the events. And also with this platform, people can make their gifts through the wallet, so Apple, Google Pay, PayPal, and even Venmo. So that if you start to have, as we're asking today, so we want here, I would love to turn the stage with all of you. You can please give your page activity that you're able to start to do with the student body, especially with the senior class, because we know there are the senior kids. There is no time on the campus. Like last year, we had tables out during the communities, and so we had nurses there for a photo op, we had raffles, we had swag. So we're going to be doing something similar this year, and just hoping to get kind of more input from the student body and just the whole our whole community. This is the real and that also for student. Yes. I don't know if I can hear that.
Seeing none, thank you guys.
All right, thank you again. Thank you so much for having us. Appreciate it.
You wanna- We'll bring it back down. Okay, so I'm gonna do Aaron's report. I want to thank everyone that both participated in the SJ bonding trip and the town hall earlier today. I hope you guys had a good time, and I appreciate you taking your time to attend both of those. Just a reminder, please get in your turkey drive donations by tomorrow, the latest, so the rest of community relations and fundraising committee can work to get donations ready for the Salvation Army. Finally, next week we will not be meeting as it is Thanksgiving break, so please enjoy your break and come back rejuvenated and finish off the year. All new senators and who do not have a committee yet, or anyone not in the group, come see me after the meeting today, just so I can write your guys' name down. And then our next meeting will be November 29th, and our guest speakers will be interim provost Julian Mills and the registrar Monique Lopez. So please think about your ideas and concerns with them and when they come down.
Is there any questions, comments, or concerns about it? Seeing none, thank you, Logan. Food Services Committee, Logan President.
No,
No?
my vice president.
Vice President report, Logan President.
Thank you. Okay, so some quick updates. Student life, I am talking to Assistant Director of Res Life, John Zacco, about fixing and making it easier to recycle on campus. I am working with the Sustainability Club and facilities to try to get some pollinator gardens and upgrading the DC and Forest Band food gardens. I will be meeting with Vice President Dan Forrester on November 29th to discuss seed enrollment management and a project that Rodney and I are working on, creating a roundtable with marketing admissions and see to sit down with the presidents of the affinity groups on campus to improve these areas. I'll be meeting with Maggie and Shannon to get updates on conduct, as well as the consultant for counseling and health services. Substance advisory was canceled last week, as far as I'm aware. We'll be meeting tomorrow at 2 p.m. upstairs in Ely. And then I'm going to check and get an update whether Student Affairs Committee will be meeting this month.
Is there any questions, comments, or concerns about it? Seeing none, thank you, Logan. Food Services Committee, Logan President.
I'm so sorry you have to hear me speak this much. So food services is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Last week we met and talked about some issues during the food transition period. The amount of stations transitioning and being cleaned between menus, it sometimes goes overtime, and they compensate by beginning earlier. I talked to Bill, and they will be offering specialty and clean eats throughout these transition periods instead of doing them as well. This might speed up the main stations changes and as well as have more food options available. I asked again for the allergy information to be at the food stations next to the menu, so it reduces people being forced to eat at clean eats only. So I'll check on that and see if that's being done. Smoothies and bistro are a meal due to the ingredients being high in cost and calories. The cost of making your own smoothie is equivalent to the cost of a burger in bistro, so that's their compensation. Swipes between bistro and DC should be fixed. All students on a meal plan should be allowed 2 swipes at bistro, 1 for breakfast and 1 for lunch, regardless of how many swipes they use in DC throughout the day. It was an error in the electronic system for reading it, so it's not a policy they ever had in place. It was just an error, so people were thinking, oh, it's not allowed. That's why they're turning people away or making people say you can't do this. So that should be fixed. Bill said he was looking into that. Bill and I are looking into the unlimited meal plan and changing its name to be more advertising friendly due to it not actually being unlimited. So any ideas are welcome for a name. One of them would be an example, Nestor's DC plan, just so because you can go unlimited food in DC, that doesn't mean unlimited. Bill has had contractors in the, looking at the center island for the omelet stir fry station to upgrade the ventilation system and get better equipment for the station in general. The DC is going to be rebuilding the drink station over the summer. Ice cream machines are going to be installed when we get back from Thanksgiving break. There's going to be a really great Thanksgiving dinner on November 17th, so please attend. They are going all out for the food for everyone on campus. I, with the help of food services, created a student feedback survey for dining to help them improve and understand the students' wants and needs. It is about 18 questions, mostly multiple choice, 2 write-in answers. So I would like to send this to you guys, have you guys take the survey, and then give feedback on whether or not you think it's a good survey, and these are the questions that students really respond well to. If we give it out, or if it's too long, too short, your ideas. This will be through QR code and flyers passed out in DC and the res halls. Also, I'm aware there are issues with late night bistro options not being available every night. As far as we are aware, this is due to lack of supervision from supervisors, and making sure things are running properly. I will check with Bill tomorrow to see if there are any issues still remaining and if there's working on like fixing the night bistro.
Is there any questions, comments, or concerns for Logan? Logan Black.
So, for the breakfast and lunch, now for the bistro, are there certain times for that, or is it just?
So basically, there's two periods that Bistro runs under. There's like the breakfast menu in the morning, and then they switch over to like when it's lunch, the like chicken sandwiches, lunch options. Basically, during those two meal times when those menus are out, it's one swipe per that time. Typically, it should be two meals, two swipes no matter the day, every day, like for those.
Chris Landon.
Hello, Logan. I hate to start the meeting off so negative, but I feel like this has to be addressed. There is a woman in the DC that works there. She is the woman that is checking people in when you get there some days. It's become a problem to me and many other people have pointed out that she is giving very negative glances and making microaggressive comments towards a lesbian couple. I've been aware of this when she is scanning us in, she gives dirty looks, and then when we walk away, I've heard people behind us in line saying that she's making comments. So this needs to stop. This is absolutely disgusting and homophobic, and it needs to end right now.
I need to stay after the meeting so we can talk about it specifically, that could talk about a lot. Thank you.
Any further comments, questions? Seeing none, thank you.
Academic policies committee report.
All right, good evening. I left this report last week in the academic policies committee meeting. Today I'm going to be updating you on what the academic policies committee is focusing on right now. The academic policies committee met on Friday, November 4th during the common meeting time to discuss proposed revisions, the internship, practicum, and field placement policy submitted by Megan Kennedy, the executive director for educator preparation, accreditation, and outreach. The university's internship, practicum, and field placement policy is currently in two different forms. One on the Westwood State University website and the other in the course catalog. Director Kennedy submitted a proposal that combines both of these current policies and updated information in alignment with the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education requirements. The policy revision will require a minimum of 30 practicum hours per credit awarded for education students instead of the previous 25. Further, the revision removes the archaic cooperative education model for the policy, which was ended by state statute at least a decade ago. The committee discussed further revisions, including clarifying that the policy pertains to students, who needs to review the policy, and detailing requirements of the internship. The Academic Policies Committee unanimously voted to recommend that the All University Committee delete policy 1190, which is the old policy listed on the website. The committee also voted unanimously to accept the revised internship, practicum, and field placement policy and transmit it to the All University Committee for ratification. The committee spent some time reviewing the Academic Policies Committee bylaws and feedback received from the MSCA. The committee also spent some time reviewing a proposed template for academic policy revisions on curriculum. The committee will likely not be meeting this Friday, given the fact that we have no business. If this stands, our next meeting will be held on Friday, December 2nd, 2022, during the common meeting.
Any comments, questions, or concerns for Dan? Seeing none, thank you.
EP Finance.
I think we have okay. Parking control board. I can start it.
So Emily and I met with the parking control committee last Tuesday. The far end of the down lot will be used for the early living spots. Facilities will be out parking those spots in a couple weeks, hopefully. There'll be email announcements about those spots and how to apply beforehand within the next couple weeks before winter break. And then over winter break, they'll have the applications for that open for the early spots, so they'll be ready for the spring semester. And then Emily and I brought up some lighting issues by Courtney Hall in the campus grading, and hopefully that will be fixed by Facilities and Public Safety.
Are there any comments, questions, or concerns for everyone?
A point of information, there's a case of floodlighting near 40, 5 person members,
Any further? Thank you, Eric. Vice President's Finance Report.
All right, good evening. Last Wednesday, I held my monthly meeting with Vice President for Administration and Finance, Steve Taxar. At the outset, we discussed campus sustainability initiatives. Maureen Soha, Associate Vice President for Capital Planning and Facilities, recently met with the energy team at the Division of Capital Asset Management and Maintenance, also known as DCAM, to discuss how the university can move forward, becoming more sustainable in its consumption of energy. To that end, Vice President Taxar met with WSU Gas and Electric regarding the possibility of solar projects. WG&E stated that given the university is a state entity, you may be subject to a different set of rules on solar energy projects when compared with private businesses. The university is hoping to receive auxiliary revenue from the Commonwealth and other stakeholders once in the form of grants to cover the costs associated with solar panels. With utility rates increasing once again next year, it is critical that the university become energy independent. We also discussed recycling on campus. They need to market recycling better along with what can and cannot be recycled. This will be a marketing and education issue that should be addressed as the Sustainability Committee begins its work. Next, we discuss progress on the Parenzo Hall renovation project. I regret to inform you all, particularly the education and political science majors in the room, that the project is likely to be delayed. Although the physical building is on track to be completed in the summer of 2023, significant delays in the supply chain for technological equipment necessary for classes to take place and employees to work in their offices will leave Parenzo Hall potentially inoperable through the end of the fall 2023 semester. It is the hope that Parenzo Hall will be fully open at the latest in January 2024 for the spring 2024 semester. We then discussed fee increases for FY24, which Vice President Taxar will be reporting on next month during a SGA meeting. I do want to warn you that fee increases are on the way, but we do not know by how much at this time. The likeliest scenario is a 3% increase in residential life, a roughly 5% increase in dining, and a modest increase in the general fee. Other fee increases in technology and capital improvements may also be coming since they have not been raised in quite some time. I recognize that none of us want to pay more each semester, but increases in our expenses necessitate an increase in our revenues. Without a growing enrollment to make up the difference, fee increases will be necessary. I did talk to Vice President Taxar about potentially increasing the student activity fee and how to go about that. I do not expect that we will be increasing the fee this year, given that we had a 3% increase over the past year, but this is something we can consider for FY25 or FY26. The institution is continuing to award thousands of dollars from the innovation funds. The latest round of funding benefited the Center for Undergraduate Research and Creative Activity for a 3D printer and laser cutter, the Departments of Environmental Science and Geography, Planning and Sustainability for a collaborative survey of the local bear reserve, the Open Educational Resources Project, the Communication Department for outreach to high schools, and the Ely Library and Art Department for a Zion book collection. Tomorrow, I'll be attending a meeting of the Westfield State Foundation Board of Directors in the Horace Mann Center. I will update the Board of Directors on SJ's progress in building the nest and provide insight on the student experience. In addition, I have been selected to serve on 3 committees with the Westfield State Foundation, including the Finance and Investment Committee, Interfaith Center Committee, and the Fundraising Committee. Should you have any questions, please let me know.
Are there any comments? Sarah?
I believe recycling are already in dorm rooms. I mean, we can certainly, I can look into.
All right, so in my conversations with John Lemko, we are working to get better signage. It's typically, and seeing if it's better to get the sign saying, hey, this is a multiple, like you can throw anything in here and it's sorted, or only this, otherwise you recycle that, as well as putting in form halls and other buildings like paper, cardboard, bins, in buildings, label, just so it's easier for students or faculty staff to focus on messy and ease for not recycling packed onto the students. We do get fined
And my conversations last year with facilities when we were creating that sustainability report was that almost all of the recycling which we get here at the campus is contaminated in some way. Because there really is an education, a marketing issue with recycling. The sustainability committee is about to get underway. Hopefully by next fall, we'll have their final report. So we'll hopefully see some more movement in this area, but some of the items are already.
Are there any further? Seeing none, thank you, Dan. Finance committee, Dan.
All right, your favorite time. We're talking about 4 finance proposals today. So we can put down, thank you. All right, so good evening. The Finance Committee met yesterday to review 4 finance proposals, 3 of which were submitted on behalf of the Outing Club and 1 of which was submitted on behalf of the Newman Club. In accordance with the SJ Finance bylaws, the Finance Committee has rendered advisory opinions on these finance proposals. The sole power to accept, deny, table, or amend lies with the legislature. That's being you. Tonight, you will have the final say on these proposals. I will detail each finance proposal in full and will make a motion based on the Finance Committee's recommendation. I encourage you to ask questions and provide comments after making each motion. Just as a side note, you also got these via email this morning. I hope you had time to review each of them. So first, we will discuss finance proposal F22002. Now I'll go through in just a minute, which was submitted on behalf of the Outing Club, which currently has a balance of $233.27 in their club account. The Outing Club is requesting $700 to cover the costs associated with registration for 10 students at the Boundless Adventure Ropes course in Berlin, Massachusetts. A similar proposal was made last year, endorsed by the Finance Committee and accepted by the legislature. Following a discussion with Daniel Tracy, the Outing Club president, we requested that he explore a potential group rate with Boundless Adventure, as has been done in the past, in order to reduce costs. The Finance Committee, by a vote of 3-0, agreed to table the proposal until such time that a group rate has been determined. Therefore, I move to table finance proposal F22002.
There's a move in second. Table.
F22002.
Is there any comments? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Next, we will discuss finance proposal F22003, which was submitted on behalf of the Outing Club, which currently has a balance of $233.27 in their club account. The Outing Club is requesting $800 to cover the costs associated with registration for archery lessons for 10 students at Sackler Archery in Northampton, Massachusetts. Per the finance proposal, registration cost is $400 for the first 5 archers and $70 for each additional archer, with the additional $50 including applicable taxes. It was noted during the meeting that taxes could be waived, meaning that the request could be adjusted down to $750. The Finance Committee had a lengthy discussion regarding participants, each paying a portion of the registration to offset what SGA would cover. Among the 3 members present, the consensus was that each participant should pay $5 toward the registration for a total of $50 out of pocket overall, leaving an SGA allocation of $700. The Finance Committee, by a vote of 3-0, agreed to endorse the proposal as amended. Therefore, I move to accept finance proposal F22003 as amended and allocate $700 to the Outing Club.
It is moved and seconded. Proposal F22003 as amended. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns on the motion? All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Next, we will discuss finance proposal F22004, which was submitted on behalf of the Outing Club, which currently has a balance of $233.27 in their club account. The Outing Club is requesting $500 to cover the costs associated with the purchase of 10 hiking poles and 10 crampons ice cleats. To cover, Per the finance proposal, the 10 hiking poles would cost $200 or $20 each, with the 10 crampons ice cleats costing $300 or $30 each. The Finance Committee questioned the president of the Outing Club regarding the need to purchase these items, given that SJ allocated funds last year for the purchase of snowshoes, headlamps, and other equipment. He mentioned that hikes can get slippery during the winter, and the need is there to keep students safe while considering to offer programming in the winter months. The Finance Committee debated this issue at length, with the majority holding that the benefits outweigh the mitigating circumstances. The Finance Committee, by a vote of 2-1, agreed to endorse the proposal. Therefore, I move to accept Finance Proposal F22004 allocate $500 to the outing.
It is been moved and seconded to accept finance proposal F-22-004. Is there a question, comments, or concerns on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
All right, next we will discuss finance proposal F-22-005, which was submitted on behalf of the Newman Club, which currently has a balance of $0 in their club account. The Newman Club is requesting $500 for general club funding. As we discussed in Finance Committee, the finance proposal pool is not meant to provide general club funding support. It is instead designed to provide additional funding beyond fundraising dollars collected or annual allocations received for recurring expenses. Following discussion, I've agreed to reach out to the president of the Newman Club to ensure that there can be a proper finance proposal sent in the near future and to encourage him to consider fundraising initiatives. The Finance Committee, by a vote of 3-0, agreed to reject the proposal. Therefore, I move to reject finance proposal F-22-005.
It has been moved and seconded to reject finance proposal F-22-005. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
And that is all.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none. And ITSAC report.
Information Technology Strategic Advisory Committee, known as ITSAC, held its monthly meeting this morning at 10 a.m. via Zoom. We discussed subcommittee progress thus far. Many on the committee have competing responsibilities at the moment, but one of the subcommittees I am serving on, the Classroom and Conferencing Technology Subcommittee, is hitting the ground running with focus groups of faculty, staff, and students. I want to take this opportunity to thank Aaron, Emily, Adam, and there's also another student, Liam, for participating in a focus group on Friday, November 4th. I'll be looking to schedule another focus group by the end of the semester, so please look out for information after Thanksgiving. Our next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, January 17th, 2023 at 10 a.m. via Zoom. Should you have any questions, please let me know.
Any comments, questions, concerns on Dan? Seeing none, thank you, Dan. Vice President of the Publicity Report, Elizabeth Mercer.
Congratulations to this week's Center of the Week, Joseph Blajda. Great job on planning Hynes Week. Your effort and dedication is not going noticed. Keep up the good work.
Any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, thank you. First year class president's report, Joseph Blajda.
Give me 1 second, I'm so sorry. Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming today. I just wanted to officially introduce 2 newly appointed senators for the class of 2026, Justin Wall and Angela Hayes. And I also wanted to give an update on the Week of Kindness. So as you guys may know, Sunday night, we went through every single residence hall, the class council and I, and tried to put as many quotes as possible in every single residence store. So, you know, just starting off the week, exciting. On Monday, we went across campus from 11 to 4, giving out carnation flowers and kind bars to students across campus, just really trying to emphasize ordinary acts of kindness. Today was a passive day, just encouraging students to have their own displays of kindness as paid forward. Tomorrow we're hosting a luncheon, the provost and class of 26. So all students, commuters, staff, and faculty are welcome to come to the DC from the hours of 12 to 1 for free lunch. There will be a sign-in sheet next to the front register. So that's exciting. On Thursday, our last day of the week, we're going to be doing the same thing from 11 to 4. We're going to be giving out flowers and kind bars to students across campus from 11 to 4. I think I already said that. And yeah, so if any of you guys would like to volunteer your time on Thursday for the efforts, please feel free to contact me after this meeting, and I can set up a time for you on schedule. Thank you. Oh, yes, I move to appoint Justin Wald as senator for the class of 2026. At the academic year 2023.
There's been moved and seconded to appoint Justin for the 2020. Is there any questions, comments, or concerns on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
I move to appoint Angela Hayes as a senator for the class of 26 for the academic school year of 2023.
Second. There's been moved and seconded to appoint Angela Angela for the 2022-2023 academic first year. Is there any questions, comments, or concerns? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Ready? Now,
The girls.
next one.
The class of 2025.
Levi. Magdalena.
There are 15 tickets available for the Thunderbirds game on Saturday night, so if you not game, buy it. Well, not buy it. Go on.
Okay, and all senators would know, would have committees and the group meeting, come see at the meetings. And with that, roll call.
Michaela Evans, Keith Levens, Levi Ekstrom, Ari Bennett, Caitlin Egan,
Yes.
Nicholas Smith,
Yes.
Timothy Allen, Isabel Mateo, Haley Keane, Maggie Roberts,
Here.
Crystal Mills,
Here.
Constantino Douglas,
Here.
Christopher Landon,
Here.
Eric Hardy, Alana Jones,
Here.
Ethan Haynes, Lois Black, Alexandria Amelia, Daniel Lyons, Lucas Appel, Nick Colombo, Sarah Harrington, Jack Wyndham, Joseph Pania, Angela Hayes, Justin Wallace.
Okay, for that, I'm going to the meeting, our next meeting will be November 29th. Not next week. Okay, good night, everybody.
Yeah.